Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa and I'm a flight attendant with a major US airline, but today I am not flight attending. Is that even a word? Yeah, today I'm not working. I just have 2 measly days off. What did I do to myself? I thought I had 3 full days at home, but it turns out I only have 2 days off. Tomorrow I technically work, but I don't have to report until 5:30 p.m. So that allows me to have 2 full sleeps here in my own home and to fly to my home base on the day that I have to work, because I can get there in time to report for work with cushion in between. So today is just going to be another day of packing. You're probably tired of watching these packing videos, but last night I was so cranky. I think I was sleep deprived from that prior trip. I just had like short layovers and just disrupted sleep, or just not being able to fall asleep right away. And last night it just caught up to me. I was just trying to do some stuff on my laptop, and they were not hard tasks, but I just could not get my brain to focus. It needed rest, but I finally got through it, and I went to bed. By 10 I was asleep, and I slept until 9 a.m. this morning, so I feel good. But I was just, when I was tired, I was stressed about this move. I still have so much to pack, so much to get rid of. It just, started to feel a little bit overwhelming. This morning I felt overwhelmed also, but I had a cup of coffee. I'm now ready to tackle the day. I'm gonna get as much done as I can today. I also I have clean uniforms, so I'm gonna take my dirty stuff from my luggage that I just returned on that last trip from, throw that in the hamper. I'm not going to bother with washing that I'm not going to bother washing that right now. I have plenty of clean clothes to pack, but I do have to wash my uniform jacket, because during this next 6-day stretch of working, I'm going to Quito, Ecuador, and the last time I checked, their high was like 58 degrees Fahrenheit and rain, so I better plan to pack accordingly. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to throw on some music, I'm going to do some packing, and then I'll check in with you guys in a little bit, okay? And yeah, did I mention that this is part of my 30 vlogs in 30 days stint? I don't know why. Why did I do this to myself? But you know what? With every one that I post, I feel like I'm closer to my goal, and I'm holding myself accountable, and that's what this is all about. Just snapping out of my funk, getting back to the things that bring me joy, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. So, all right, guys, let's get on with the day. Okay, let's go. I guess we'll hear some Coldplay. Okay, I had to move this over. It turns out the record player does not like to be plugged into an extension cord, so plugged it directly into the outlet, and now it works. So works. All right, I'm gonna get busy. Have you guys ever seen these space-saving bags? It's called Magic Bag Instant Space. I bought them at Target. This is the medium size. So what I did was I filled this bag with these are squishmallows, so like a stuffed animal. But you can put clothes in here, you can put different things. Then what you do is you take the hose to your vacuum. Well, you fill the bag up with as much as you can. Seal the top, and just FYI, I was trying to seal this and this little tab broke off, but you can just slide it back on. So I was able to save it. Then you plug your hose vacuum to this little vent or cap, whatever it's called, and then it sucks all the air out. So let's try it together. Let's see if this works. Okay, so plugged in. I didn't read instructions, by the way. Full disclosure, I did not read instructions. This is just what makes sense to me. Let's see if it works. Working. Okay. Off. right, so it saved a little bit of space. Kind of like a funky shape. It's like vacuum sealed. Well, duh, vacuum sealed. It's vacuum sealed. It's not like smooth or anything. Okay, I guess it saved a little bit of space. It's not like I can put any more in there than I would have. Still the same amount of things that are in there. It's just, now it's just more slightly compact, like a little more dense. I'll have to look at the before and after to see if indeed it did save me any space or not. A little bit. But anyways, back to packing. I feel like it's never going to end. No. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. So this is my before, and then I'm gonna look at my after in a bit to see if I've made a dent in it, because it's really difficult. Jeez. I can't reach, so I need a little height assistance because I can't reach all the way to the top. Like I made a solid dent in the pantry, actually in the kitchen overall, in the loft, in the guest room. I just have eliminated so much clutter and have streamlined lots of things that will make packing very, very easy. It is 3:44. The time has flown by. I have a couple of ripe bananas, so I'm gonna make banana bread real quick. Doesn't take me very long to get the mixture going. Put it in the bread pan and go ahead and bake it just to use up these bananas. And then I think I'll just tidy up a few loose ends around the house as far as packing goes, and then be done with that to then focus on packing to get ready to leave tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, my flight is at 5 a.m., which means I have to be at the airport probably like around 5:40 to get through security and everything. And I still need to throw my coat into wash because it may be cold this week in a place or two. So, okay, I'm gonna get to making this banana bread. That is my update. Okay, I'm going to mash 2 to 3 bananas with 1/3 cup of melted butter. It can be salted or unsalted. This one is just regular, like standard house butter, so it's salted. These bananas are really ripe, so I'm sure they're gonna taste very sweet. I'm just gonna mash it with a fork. I thought I took a fork out yesterday. I did take a fork out. Funny how as bananas become ripe, the banana peel becomes very thin. Like this banana peel is very like almost transparent. I wonder why that is. If you know why that is, let me know. I have the oven. Actually, I don't. I'm going to, I think it's 350. I'll double check my recipe when I pause this. I'm just going to mash the bananas with the butter. Okay, that looks good. Wow, guys. I don't know what I thought, but I don't have an egg. I'm missing an egg, but I cooked the remaining eggs that I had for my meal prep for hard-boiled eggs. Darn. So I'm going to have to put this on the back burner for now. I do have to go to the market to get some provisions for the rest for my work week. I think I'll continue this later. Okay, so I went to the store to buy the eggs and some other stuff that I needed. Oven is warming to 350, and now I added a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda to my mixture, a pinch of salt, and I added 1 large beaten egg and a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm just going to mix it up, and you don't need a mixer with this. You can just use a fork and just mix it by hand or a wire whisk. And to this, I'm going to add 3/4 cups of sugar and then 1.5 cups of flour. So I'll be right back. Let me just mix this up. I packed my whisk, so I'm just going to continue to use the fork to get the mixture nice and mixed. I'm just making do with what I have, which, you know what, that's sort of like my motto. You just keep trucking. Figure out a way to make it work. No, where's my loaf pan? Okay, so it's in the dish, and I sprayed cooking spray in the pan so it doesn't stick. Now I'm going to bake for 45 to 55 minutes. And of course, before I pull it out, I'll just poke it with a toothpick to make sure it comes out clean. Then that's how I will know it is all done. And in the meantime, I'm going to make dinner. So I'm just going to make the same chicken I made last night, the Parmesan crusted chicken. And I have sour cream in the refrigerator, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that up. So I'm going to make some cheddar baked potatoes. I'll show you how I do those. First, I'm gonna wash my potatoes, and then I'm gonna cut them in half. So I'll show you my little trick, because although wrapping them in foil and cooking them in the oven is really nice, you don't have that much time because those do take a while. There's a little hack, a little way that I like to do it. So I'll show you. So here are my washed and halved potatoes. Now what I did was I just put a little bit of water in the pot, like maybe that much. I'm going to cover it with a lid. I'm going to cover it with a lid, and then I'm going to put it on like medium or like a medium high temperature, so that way this bottom part of water like boils and it like steams the potatoes. And doing it that way, they'll be done in like 15 or 20 minutes. So as those cook, I'll put my chicken in the air fryer again, and dinner will be ready super easy, and I'll continue to get my stuff ready for tomorrow. I'll be working for 6 days, so I'm going to be away from Tucson for 6 days. I have 2 3-day trips. One of the 3-day trips does take me international. I go to Quito, Ecuador, and I also go to Curacao. So I won't be able to take, I'm unsure if I can take my deconstructed egg roll, because that's like beef, even though it's cooked, and it also has vegetables. I'm not 100% sure that I would be able to take that through their customs. So I do have 4 deconstructed egg rolls left in the freezer. I'm gonna use those for my domestic trip. And then for my international trip, I am going to take these Lean Cuisine dinners. So I'm taking these, and then I don't know if I can even take eggs. So if I can't take the eggs, I will throw them away. I bought just a pack of oatmeal, instant oatmeal. I'm gonna try to do low carb, but I need to adjust. So for sure I'll be counting calories, even though I can't do low carb 100%. And then I bought these fruit and grain bars. I know they have a ton of sugar, but it's just a little bit of sustenance, only because I'm also gonna try to spend no money this trip. I'll let you know how it goes. I took out money for my tip money, and other than that, the money that I've already taken out, which isn't much, it's just tip money, I'm not spending money. So this will be a no spend work week and eating what I have work week. So I'll let you know how it goes. My sister came to pick up stuff because it's just a whole bunch of stuff that I'm giving her, and she can get rid of it at the yard sale, whatever. Came back in, the house is smoky. My potatoes are burning. They didn't burn, they were starting to burn. The water had started to evaporate out, but that's what the fan is on. Okay, this is fresh, hot, out of the oven, but my banana bread is baked to perfection. So I actually ended up baking this for 1 hour and 5 minutes, because when I did the little poke test, it wasn't cooked all the way. And maybe because this loaf pan, I used a disposable one just because I wanted to use it up. I'm moving, I don't need to take this with me. So it makes the loaf a little more dense. So 1 hour, 5 minutes was a cook time for me, and my dinner's ready. So I'm gonna go have a seat and I'm going to eat dinner. Okay guys, so I'm going to walk this little stand over to dinner table. And excuse a mess, you know, I'm packing, I'm getting ready to leave. Some final thoughts for today. Perhaps I was taking on a few too many tasks because the house got a little bit smoky. It may sound a little bit loud right now, and that's because I have the little oscillating fan on and I have the doors open because the house got smoky from my baked potatoes. The water boiled out. So my little water trick, if you do that, keep an eye on it because I'm gonna try to prop this because yeah, they can burn easily. What's going on here? Hang on. Dinner is ready. I am going to eat. Here is my Parmesan chicken and my cheater baked potatoes that I just like steamed. That's going to be my dinner. And that's it. So those are my final thoughts. I think I may have had too much going on. I was feeling a little bit anxious this evening. Just a lot on my plate. I need to just take it one day at a time. I'm trying to take it one day at a time, but on the other hand, the days are dwindling by and I gotta go back to work and it's like traveling there, traveling here. So, but there's nothing, worry isn't going to change anything. So I'm just gonna try not to worry. Okay, when I'm at work, I'm focusing on at work. Being mindful of what I have going on here, but yeah, one day at a time. So tomorrow it's back to work and I have to wake up really early. So if you enjoyed this video, please, if you would be so kindly, give me a thumbs up. If you watched a little bit of it, any portion of it, thank you so much. And if you have not yet subscribed and you're interested in seeing more videos like this one, or my life as a flight attendant, or what it's like to go on my trips and work and all of that, then please hit the subscribe button. And until next time.